Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone and welcome once more to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. Today I will be treating a topic that is extremely important but often overlooked because it has to do with our interaction and communication. Yes, what do I do on this channel? In case you're meeting me for the very first time, I teach, I have conversations. Basically, those are the two things I do. So I teach communication skills, anything that can enhance your communication. And then I have conversations about different aspects of life as long as it has the potential to elevate us, to teach us, to empower us, to inspire us. That's what I do on this channel as of now. So today we'll be looking at the power of conversation. Conversation, that thing we do with each other, with one another, has some powers it carries. So we're going to be looking at the power of conversation, what you can achieve, the power behind knowing how to converse right, and what you stand to gain with good or effective conversation. So let's kick things off with the first part of conversation, which is connection. And what is connection? Connection is establishing a meaningful relationship characterized by mutual understanding, trust, and emotional support. And how else do we achieve this if not through having conversations? Conversations is the glue that holds our relationships together. So whether you're conversing with a colleague in the office, a friend, your spouse, a family member, or even a stranger, you're building a bridge. You're sharing feelings, you're sharing thoughts and experiences, and these things create a bond. And that's how you establish a relationship. That's how you connect with another person. So, connection is one of the powers of conversation. If you know how to converse, then you can easily connect with others. The second point I have for us is learning and growth. Now, conversation is like a mini classroom. When you're conversing with someone, say a professor, a manager, an aeronautic engineer, people from different walks of life, when you have conversations with them, it means there is an opportunity for growth and learning because you're going to be sharing new perspectives. They're going to be telling you what you don't know about. For example, I have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with aeronautic engineering, for example. Imagine that I come across someone and I'm interested in how the aircraft works and you're willing to share with me. Don't you think that there's a likelihood to learn something new from that conversation? So whether it's a casual conversation, a deep discussion, whatever conversation you're having with someone else can spark your interest, inspire you, or even challenge your beliefs if you're that open minded. And this is how we grow, not just as individuals, but even as a community. Next up is problem solving. So, if you're in a fix, for example, you don't know what to do, you need to get someone's input, a piece of advice, or you have conflict with a friend, how do you intend to resolve it or solve the problem? Yes, conversation is the answer. So, you need a piece of advice and you need to talk to someone, you need to have a conversation. You have a conflict with your lover or your friend and you want to talk about it, you don't want to lose the relationship. How do you go about it? How do you resolve the problem? You need to have a conversation. Talking things out can lead to finding a solution, resolving that conflict with a friend, and preventing future misunderstandings. Because when you have a conversation, you then know what you should do moving forward, what you should avoid moving forward, and even thoughts and ideas that you may not have come up with on your own can be gotten. So the solution to the problem you have can be solved when you have a conversation, a good conversation, I should add, with the right person or the person who can give you a solution. The fourth point on my list is empathy. The ability to understand and share in the feelings of others is a game changer. And conversations are a huge part of that. When you engage in meaningful conversations, you're not just hearing words. No, you're hearing stories, you're hearing emotions, you're hearing experiences. This connection fosters compassion and helps us to engage with each other or connect with each other on a very deeper level. The next time you're having a conversation, do not forget empathy. Do not put yourself in that person's shoes and see if you're going to see their own point of view when you put yourself in their shoes. More often than not, we tend to be less empathetic because we've not taken ourselves and put ourselves in the situation of the other person to understand. Nobody even says you have to agree with what the other person is saying. But have you even allowed yourself to understand their perspective? It's one thing to understand and say, okay, I see your point of view, or still understand and say, while I understand what you're saying, I beg to differ. So, this empathy that comes through the power of conversation will help us to connect on a deeper level and be much more empathetic to the next person. And finally, for today is creativity and innovation. I know you can be creative on your own, but when you have the opportunity to bounce ideas off each other with people who are in your space, people who are in your sector, people who are in your line of doing business, you're together in one space, in one room, and you're bouncing ideas off each other, you understand what can happen in such a situation. The inspiration that just goes around, the ideas that spring up because you're trying to be creative and innovative. You want to come up with something different with people who are in your circle. So when we collaborate and bounce ideas off each other, that's a perfect environment for creativity and innovation to spring up. So conversations can ignite solutions, can ignite creativity, can ignite innovation, ideas that you may never come up with on your own. So don't say your ideas are wacky. Don't say, oh, no, I won't share it. As long as you're someone you can have that kind of conversation with who will understand you, respect you, and share their true perspectives, share it. You never can tell what bouncing ideas of the next person can do to that so-called wacky idea. There you have it, the power, or you could say the importance of conversation. We looked at 5 points: connection, growth and learning, problem solving, empathy, and creativity and innovation. Each of these elements can truly transform our lives and the lives of those around us. So the next time you don't feel you want to have a conversation, think and say, which of these benefits do I stand to gain when I open myself to having a conversation? I would love to hear from you. What conversation did you have that changed the trajectory of a situation, or that changed your perspective, or led to a breakthrough? Please drop your thoughts in the comment section, and I would love to read your perspectives and what you have to say about this question. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. My name is Uchechi, and this is my channel Elevate with Uche. Let's keep the conversation going beyond this video, and of course, I'll be seeing you in my very next video.